Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in a little place called Belfair, Washington. Hickville, USA, as I love to call this where I live, my little town. So welcome to my channel, everybody. This is April 2025's Paper Pumpkin Alternative video number 21. We are well into this kit, everybody. Yes, and the more I work with this kit, the more I'm loving what I'm doing, and I'm getting a whole lot of cards out of this kit, which is just fabulous. So this kit is called Inked Occasions April 2025's. And guys, this came together. You're gonna laugh when I tell you how this card came about, but things sometimes they just work the crazy way they do. So you could have made 3 of this card, 3 of this one, and 3 of this one. Down here, the envelopes are all the same on the back. This QR code would lead you to a video to show you how to put the cards together as they are designed, and a visual of everything in the kit. And if you're wondering why it looks so sparse, because it's lacking, yes, that's the word I would use. It's beautiful, but lacking. Down here, it lists the coordinating colors. Now, videos 1 through 5, I show you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just move on. This QR code would lead you to this set of 4 dies called Hugs a Bloom. They will coordinate with April, May, and June, but you can use them for anything and everything you want, but you do need to be a Paper Pumpkin subscriber to order them. The stamp sets are thinking of you. Congratulations, you are amazing. I'm here for you. Hugs, sending my love on your retirement to the happy couple, and the butterflies. This is 1 stamp, but if you cut it in half, you get 3 butterflies. You get 2 instead of 1 stamp, and I have done that. So let me tell you what happened. So for this card, I was like, ooh, I think that I will use an actual envelope as an envelope. So that was my intentions. And then I was like, okay, so I think I will use a purple card base, Gorgeous Grape. This is Gorgeous Grape, right? And I was getting things out. And then, so here's the envelope I was going to use as an envelope. And then this fell on that like that. And that was like, oh, I guess I'm not using that as an envelope. That looks really good together. I think we'll make a card out of that. Yes, that's how that came to be. Funny how things just happen. And I really like this, and I have an idea. And now that I'm looking at it again, I see something else. So I have a card base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. Layer number 1 is 4 by 5 1/4, right? So we are going to cut this open, and I think we are going to do this. Yes, we're going to lay it this way like I wanted to. We're going to cut this down to 3 3/4 by 5. So let's just get that out of the way. Now, I'm not cutting anything out of the center here, and that is because this is white, and you can kind of see like where you can see through it because it's envelope paper. If this was a thicker, sturdier piece of DSP or cardstock, I could get away with it, but I'm afraid because this is a dark color that you could see if I cut something out of that. So that's why this isn't being cut out of there. And that Paper Hugs, that is a die from the lovely Phyllis, and I don't know where she got it. We can all ask her and see if she knows. And that would be that my family is home. So let me go close my door. Sorry. I knew they were trying to come home from the lake because it started to rain. And I should have known better. Oh, I cut it to 4. Oh, well, we cut the flap off. We're keeping that, of course. We're keeping that. Now we are going to cut it open by just cutting a hair off of each end. And this will open up the envelope like so. And we're going to cut the back off of the envelope. Goodie box, right? Box of goodies. Turn it back this way, and we are going to cut it to 3 3/4. I do like to always show this because maybe somebody is new to my channel and never seen how you open up one of the envelopes. This is always good to keep. Turn it back this way, and we're going to cut it to 5. That is going to get us layer number 2. Yes, they are definitely home. This, we're going to keep that, right? These 2 bits, we're going to recycle. So this is the piece we were after. And we're going to keep this on the left-hand side. And you can see our very distinct, let's remove the envelope for a moment, our very distinct layers. So we have white, purple, and white again with all this gorgeous coloring. So next we're going to stamp a fluttering of butterflies. See, our paper hugs, this is going to be really simple. Our paper hugs is just going to go in the center. And then I'm going to use this punch that Phyllis sent me and get a couple of purple butterflies, one for here and one for here. Then I'm going to take the little butterflies and stamp them in here. So I do have an idea. So I have a scrap of purple. So I'm wondering where I'm going to get the most bang for my buck on this scrap piece. I have another scrap. Any butterfly punch, die, whatever you have that'll give you a butterfly, you can use it. I am keeping with that gorgeous grape purple, and I don't want too big of a butterfly. Let me cut this off. It'll be easier to punch. So if a die is easier for you, then die cut it. Let's see. Trying to do it so, oh, that just won't work. I was trying not to get the leaves because it makes it a little bit more difficult, but I guess. All right, I do want different butterflies, but I really want this one, and it may not work. That was my daughter coming in. Well, we could just go with this little one. See if I can get it. Yes. There we go. So we have one for the upper, one for the lower. Now what I could do, instead of doing, I'm going to show you, instead of doing little stamped butterflies, I could even come in with this little punch that I got at the thrift store. Any little die too would work, and just punch some little flowers. So maybe instead of butterflies, you might want some little flowers. There we have it. I mean, just showing you some options of what you could do. So there I have 5. We'll have to take a look-see and see what we like, but I'm giving you some options. So this butterfly would be here. This one up here, and then we can pretend these are our butterflies for the moment. We can do 2. I was going to do 3, but I think those would look good there. Actually, that's really pretty. I don't think we're going to do more butterflies. I think we're going to do the flowers. I was just going to pretend we're going to place them and then stamp the butterflies, but I really like this. So that's what we're doing. This is how simple this card's going to be, guys. And then we're going to stamp the lovely thinking of you, and then we'll do the trailing up of the butterflies on the inside of the card. How's that? We'll bring in the butterflies in, just not where I originally thought I was going to do. Some things just transform, and we're going to keep it clean and crisp. I love purple and white, guys. I love, this is my colors right here, purple and white, right? Yes, it is. So we're going to keep it clean and crisp and white. And all we have to do now is glue everything down, right? And I like the placement, so I'm going to glue this to my card base. So layer number 1 again is 4 by 5 1/4 standard layers for my card making. And I do put the measurements in the description part of the video, and I do make typos, so please, if you notice something is not right, and there are times when I start out with a measurement And then I find out during my video that that doesn't work, and sometimes I don't always get it corrected. So please feel free to say, hey, you need to correct this. And I do try to go back in and do it. Sometimes YouTube doesn't let me. Sometimes YouTube can be a little difficult and there's problems with editing. And I don't use editing software. I just use the YouTube Studio app, and it's simple. You know, you click on edit and it either lets you do it or it doesn't. Plain and simple. That's how it is. And guys, I wouldn't change the way I do things because I am, how do you want to put it? I like keeping it simple. I don't want to get too fancy dancy here. My enjoyment of doing this channel is sharing what I love doing. I love sharing with you guys. I love waking up and finding comments. It is, I absolutely just, it's a thrill for me. It's so, that connection with you all is the best thing in the world. And that is what I love about this. So we're going to take a look-see here. And sometimes, you know, dies, you just have to, you get a little, just want to try to get some of those little paper edges off anyways. So we're going to go ahead and do the glue here. I want to thank you all so much for giving me your time, for watching the videos. Some of you I know watch on TVs like I do when I can put it on the TV, like when I sit down and have my lunch and nobody is here, because sometimes they're like, oh, you're doing that again. I'm like, yes, I'm doing that again, and they're busy doing something and they're like, can you turn that down? Like, okay, let me watch on my tablet, and I can then, because sometimes I sit and I will have a notepad with me and I will take notes on what I'm watching so I can go back and find what it is I was interested in doing. Anyways, so we're going to put that right there. I want it over to the side a bit. Anyways, you got, I love sharing with you. This channel has filled, I know I say it a lot, and I'm sorry if you guys think, oh my gosh, you just keep saying it. But it's so true, because I didn't know that there was such an emptiness after my mom's death in me for the sharing of things like this that I shared with my mother. I didn't realize I missed that so much until this channel, until I started making these connections with you all. And you guys allowed me to share what I love doing. And you guys have filled that void that was within me that I didn't even know was there and so empty. And I'm telling you right now, I don't have that void anymore. Not one bit. And I know my mother is just as grateful as I am to each and every one of you who allow me to share what I love so much. So there's these little paper bits that are bugging me, because it just makes me so happy to share what I love. So we're going to go ahead and glue these down. I'm not worried about dimensions because I am going to put rhinestones on this. Oh yes, that little box that my hubby and I found at the Goodwill. We're going to put some of these on there. Yes. So let's place our, did it go like that? Like that. Like that. No, I like it. Nope. It's got to go I kind of like it like this here. I'm almost wondering if I need another one. Okay, where's that little punch? I might need a few more. Maybe. We'll have to see. Because, let's see. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2. I don't know. Might be too much. We'll have to just take a look-see and see what happens, because now my placement is off. One, two. What is wrong with this placement? One, two. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks too even. That's 6. We need one more. My hubby and daughter, and they're discussing who's cooking the fish and how they're cooking the fish. Yes, they can argue about the fish. She likes it one way, he likes it another. I think they should cook their own fish. And that's what will happen. They will discuss it. Who makes the better fish? And then they will cook their own fish. They are too funny. Okay. Let's see. Those two are the ones. These two are great. This one's good. These two are giving me the trouble. I wonder if I need a big flower up there. So I'm still trying to figure it out. Sometimes you just need to keep working it. That's it, I think. I'm ending up with a whole bunch of these little flowers. I do like that big one up there. It almost looks like a butterfly, but it is a flower. And I'm thinking now, hold on, I want a white. I need to find a white scrap bucket, which is underneath the paper pumpkin box. Those need to go in the paper pumpkin box. Thinking that will go there. Do I want another large one? Sometimes I'm just never done. To bring in the purple and white of it. And we still need one more flower. Because it needs to be odd. I'm happy with that. So let's not move anything and let's just get them glued down. Okay. Little air in my bottle. Little white. Pick it up and glue it down maybe. I mean, I guess I could have just stamped little butterflies all around, but we're not doing that. I know the white flower is not glued down, y'all. I know. I know. It's going to be in here in a second. What a great little punch for, what was it, $1 or something at the thrift store? Very useful little tool there. All right. So we're going to stamp the inside. We're not done with the front yet, but we're going to stamp Thinking of You. And I'm looking, thinking fingers, I know. I am looking for, I have the ink pad, I'm looking for my coaster. I'm going to have to grab another one. Thank goodness Jackie gave me so many. Thank you, Jackie. Okay. Thinking of You. Right. And then we're going to stamp a little fluttering of the little butterflies. We want that's this one. So we're just going to start here. That really wasn't that well done. Let's see if we can get it better. If you double stamp them and they're a little off, it's okay. It makes them look like they're fluttering. Looks like they have movement. I don't know why. I can't seem to get a good stamping of them. That one's better. And then we're just going to repeat all the way up. That one's good. Next. 2, 3. Again. Start. There we go. Wee little one. And then the larger of the butterflies. All right, so that's the inside. Now, I want to show you something. We're going to do our envelope here in a minute, but the lovely Joanne, if you don't have paper hugs, this Feel Better Soon would do beautifully in purple and white on the center of this card. So maybe you have something similar to this. What makes this work is the size. It's the size. So you could make this vertical, okay, with this sentiment. So maybe some of you have this one instead. I'm telling you, this would look beautiful here. I don't have this, so I couldn't use it, but I use what I have. So I'm just saying something similar like this would go beautifully vertically in the center of this card. So maybe that is an idea for you. Okay, we are going to do our envelope. So we did Thinking of You on the inside. Now we're going to do hugs for the outside. This little hugs is perfect for the envelope. Do this one. We're just going to use this butterfly stamp. And then here we're just going to walk it up the side there. So that's done. So now that we're all done with this, let's get the rhinestones in place. Yes, we could use little white pearls, but I don't want to. I want to use all the little rhinestones. Where did I set them? I moved, oh, they're under the paper pumpkin box stuff. I want to play with these. I want to play with them. Okay. Let's get a little spoon. We know the blue. Let me just show you. That is too blue, right? It just does not work. Too bad it wasn't more purpley. So those do not work. We're not going to go crystal clear because that's what the center ones are. We're doing the ones that have the multicolors on them. So let me get them in place. And doing this is with, look at that. Yes. Yes. We're going to put this one in the center of the big butterfly, and then we're going to have a wee little one. Let's see if we can, those got to go back in the hole. Then we need little ones. Look at that, we got a beautiful little butterfly body. Okay, let's just go ahead and start gluing these down. Yeah, drop it. This one needs some glue. A dot of glue. Find one that's down. This one. That one, I can't tell. That one doesn't look like it has any color. So let's see about this one. That doesn't look like it has color either. Let's grab some more. This one has color. If you guys were wondering, no, I am not eating fish tonight. He would have to can it to make me eat it. And I don't think he's going to can it. That one is clear. We don't want that one. Wait, I'm almost done, honey. Just wait.
Can you pick a pain for me so I can take my medicine?
Yes, take your meds. I will pick a pink. She was like, I cannot wait. I want to take my meds. Yes, I can pick a pink. Sorry, guys. But real life happens, you know, even when I video. So, life does go on. All right, this one has color. We want to make sure we have color. This one color. This one, yes, color. Color on all of them. And let's see, we need one more. The rest will have to, maybe. That one doesn't want to play with us, so we will move on. This one has lots of color in it. And that's the one we are going to choose, whether it wants us or not. Hopefully that's still it. This one has color. This one wants to come to the party. The others don't want to play. That's okay. All of that for all the bronze stones on the card. All right. Bling for ages in this thing. Love it. So there we go. Little bit of glue. Little bit of color. So that's it. Video number 21, paper hugs, right? Thinking of you. And hopefully I gave you some ideas for options if you don't have the paper hugs, I know. But I like to use things that I have and mix them up. So thanks for watching, everybody. And I'm going to go check what time it is to see if I have to, how long I have before I go get Mr. Hank there. And thanks for watching, and I hope you come back and visit me here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.